Give me a second, I'll see what's going on.
Gotta stay on some no product. Missing government want us to stay hungry. Broke for politicians. Had to carry it weight, never dealt with the opposition. My homie trying to beat the case when he had no pocket pistol. I'm trying to cop a bourbon, he caught up with all them pickers. And I can never chase when they no love and got them riches. Oh no, I been I've been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, trying to figure out where you need it. You and your own, just know why. With that chit chat, I'm on the road. It's that plan, it's that plan.
Over the Mob Podcast, we got the one and only XO Retro Bird. What's going on? What's going on, man? Talk to the people, man. What you got going on, man? I'm shit, really popping out to the people, coming live, for sure, bro. But shit, look, man, we got a whole lot of dollars, man. A whole lot of dollars talking, man. I've been hearing the same shit, man. Fuck all the dollars, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Let's play the win shit, you know. Big mob shit, no fraud shit. Shut up. Thank you.
We play to win, another load they be coming in. That bitch bad, but I want a twin. Be long looking for a friend. Home and get some more dividends. You back ends from the wrong man. Try to wrong and then you gonna sin. This gas always flowing. My times in motion. My thousand ain't low fin. Going 34 whole team. Green gang, no new friends. For my back ends, come my legs in. I'm real known, need to prove it. I live so for improving. All my pain, all my music. All this pain, all my music.
YouTube will never sound fine, but Facebook the levels off on mine.
For all of the things that I'm moving. Kids coming and making cool, they watching my movements. I was selling her show love, hacks was booming, stop assuming, well you can just ask. All my business get so tired, I check for the shakes when I'm on grass. I'll tell you what peas you open, we'll check on that boom when he come back. I heard he got shot in his cooler, he good as shit and going with his bag. We play win, another load they be coming in. That bitch bad, but I want a twin. Be long looking for a friend. Home and get to my deal again. You get back in from the wrong man. Try the wrong thing, gonna sin. It's dance hard, but it's pro in. My times in low chin. My thighs got low fin. Block 34 and low 10. Me and they ain't no new friends. For my back ends, come on loose ends. I'm well known to get proven. I need self-improvement. All my pain and my music. All this pain, I'ma use it.
We just start. Fuck this shit.
Yo, what up? Yo. Yo, bro. What's going on? It's the world's most dangerous podcast. It is your man, Mr. 151. I'm back. I got CP3 in the building.
Yes, sir. What's going on, people? Another beautiful Sunday in the DMV. Chilling, grilling, sipping, and podcasting. So we're a little tipsy already. So it's gonna be a wild show.
Tipsy enough.
yeah, not enough. You know, got a lot of things going on. You see, Lady Antoinette is not in the building yet, but she's en route. You know, probably bringing a big bottle out of somewhere later on in the show.
Don't say nothing that you're gonna regret later. So.
Nah, you know she probably gonna have a bottle. She said she had something for her, so 9 times out of 10, it's probably alcohol related. So.
I mean, she could be bringing a stripper.
Well.
A female stripper. Let's clarify.
Oh yeah, better yeah. If not, yeah, it'd be an abrupt end to the show. Skirt. We see y'all next week. We gotta get
we don't
this
want
nigga
none
up
of
out
this.
here.
We don't want none of this.
We gotta get this nigga up out of here. We ain't going for that shit.
This nigga about to get jumped on air.
We taking his tip money. Fuck that.
It depends on where you put it at.
Well, she can snatch it. We'll just spend it.
Okay,
Yeah.
we can do that. She can cap ass us our cut.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anything been going on sports wise?
The Capitals have started getting it back together, even though they're still in 4th place in the Metro, 8th place in the conference. They're in the 2nd wild card spot right now. If the playoffs started, they'll be the 8th seed going into the playoffs. They're starting to get things together, finally getting players healthy. Anthony Mantha finally came back after a 4-month absence after having shoulder surgery. He came back earlier in the week against Carolina, who's the top team in the Metro, and they shut out Carolina 4-0. And he didn't get a goal, but he was very key in a couple of the goals. His net front presence. The power play is starting to come back alive with Backstrom back healthy. Oshie's back in the lineup, so that everybody falls back into their natural position. And I believe they scored 15 power play goals in the last 14 games. They're one of the hottest teams on the power play right now. You know, this team is normally on top all the time. This year they had a slump. They were like 28th or 29th in the league, which is unheard of. Ovechkin is still killing it left and right. He has goals in back-to-back games. Scored his 763rd goal. He's now 2 behind Jaromir Jagr for the 3rd all-time, leading goal scorer in NHL history. And another power play goal, that's 274 now, I believe, which is now the NHL all-time leading power play goal scorer. So he's just collecting more and more accolades the further he goes, and it looks like the thought unbreakable record of Wayne Gretzky and 894 goals that wouldn't be broken. Looks like Ovi is definitely on the path to breaking that record within the next 2.5 seasons. He's only 131 goals behind him now, so he's not that far behind him. You know, a couple of seasons, and he's ready to rock and roll. Tom Wilson, he had a hell of a game last night in the 5-2 victory over Seattle. It's ironic they returned the favor. They went to Seattle earlier in the season in November and lost to Seattle 5-2, and then they ended up beating Seattle yesterday 5-2. Ovi had another power play goal in that game from the Ovi office. It was beautiful setup as always. Backstrom to Carlson to Ovi, and you know it's coming, but you can't stop it. It's just how deadly he is. They have a game on Tuesday. They're on a Canadian road trip. The next 3 games, they're in Calgary, which is a tough game. Calgary, one of the hottest teams in the league right now, and that'll be Ovi's and Nicholas Backstrom's 1,000th game together on the same team. So that's, you know, very unheard of for 2 players to be on the same team together and play that many games together. I'm not sure how many tandems have. I have to look into that number, but that's something definitely that's very impressive. That game's Tuesday night, so we'll be talking about that in the following week. We definitely want to talk about it tomorrow night on Sports Elite Podcast.
CP3.
Yo.
Let me go to a quick video break real quick.
All right, that's a bet.
All right.
I just finished wrapping up Caps Talk.
How you doing?
CP3 radio partner. Keep going, right there.
I know that it's lit at the bulldog. Hop out like a bank with the roll of my jeans. Nike on me, jet. Maybe just to do it to him. Fuck 12, put that on the rule of bullet rabbits. All in your medulla, break his leg, nice nickname school. Green fingers thumbing through on the moon. I'm flipping dubs, that's a W. Fuck around and make it one more. Flipping dubs, now we make it M's, make a whole track through the mumbo. Get you pussy niggas off the lead. Have them thinking they in limbo. Buy my cheese, Tom and Jerry. Crambo on my shit and I'm a 90s baby. Early 90s for the other side. Old school coming
crazy. My YouTube feed, it sounds fine. My Facebook feed is low as fuck.
Be fucking for nothing. 98 another nigga named Justin. Same name, but it ain't in the question. Jocking me is the dick right. Get the hell out my way, ho. Eyes on me like some sunglasses, gotta shine on them what they made for. If I'm a ball on the shot, call on them, I'm a 16 to a 24. If you do the math, that ain't really bad. I ain't double up, but I was fucking close. Ask around, they say I do the most. Looking for me, nigga, something like a ghost and Mr. Hunt, nigga. Get smoked like a blunt, nigga. Looking like the liquor, you a cut, nigga. You can't afford to smoke some much, nigga. I
mean, on my feed, you can barely hear the music. On my YouTube, it sounds fine, but on my Facebook, it's low as a motherfucker. That's all the way up on my phone. That's with the volume all the way up on Facebook. I have it on air anyway. Shit.
I worked out for a whole hour. Then I worked out for another 30 minutes. My body's sore. I was lifting weights today.
I come with a total, durability. You niggas is total. Keep an eye on me, might as well take a photo. Hell no more, black and the white, I know whipping the cocoa. We are Colorado. Catching me, nigga, you gon' need a shuttle. You heard me once, I don't know what bugs.
Good grammar and spelling are important. But if you want to write
to get the audio and shit, that's crazy.
Okay, we back. So, we got some interesting things to talk about before our guests call in and Lady Internet call shows up. But first off, I know this could also sports. We were talking about it, but you know, so Brittany Griner, the WNBA basketball star, has been detained in Russia
She was her name came up. I didn't get a chance to read the article or whatever.
They found a vape pen and some cartridges, so they detained her. Kind of crazy, right?
You can't do things here that you do. You can't do things elsewhere that you do here. In different countries, they have different laws, different rules, and different thought processes on drugs and alcohol, even pornography in some countries. So, yeah, when you're going overseas, you gotta, err on the side of caution when it comes to what you taking with you and what you bringing back. Because now you're detained in Russia. They got this situation going on with the war, and you don't know.
I'm not even sure what a black person was doing over there with this situation going down. But she probably plays overseas
ball. Yeah.
When the WNBA is not in season and stuff.
But yeah, it's hopefully she gets it taken care of and get out of there before anything happens. But yeah, gotta be careful when going overseas. I haven't been overseas yet. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get to Amsterdam at least.
Well, we already know where you want to go.
Yeah, so I'm working on how to get my passport and everything.
Just please.
You know it. There's a couple of legalized things over there I want to participate in. That's all I'm gonna say.
With weed and prostitution.
Hey man, it's legal, baby. It's legal.
Is prostitution legal over there?
Yeah, it's run by the government. They got a card to let you know when they've been to the doctor to make sure they're clean. They ask for that card. See the last time they went. It's supposed to be clean. If not, you don't mess with them. That's a beautiful thing, man.
Oh, damn.
You know what you're getting yourself into, so to speak.
So the rap group Slaughterhouse, which was Joe Buttons, Joel Ortiz, Crooked Owl, or King Crook as he called now, and Royce the 5'9", made up the super group Slaughterhouse. They were on Shady Records. It fell apart. Joe felt like that they weren't getting they just due on Shady. They opted not to do another album. So King Crooked and Joel Ortiz are going to do an album, basically the rise or the fall of Slaughterhouse. So the other two guys are mad. Royce and Joe are mad because they were like, Slaughterhouse is the four of us, not the two of y'all. Got to really, really heated conversation. There was a three-way call, and because they was really preaching brotherhood. But got to a heated conversation, and basically, Joe Ortiz was like, you should tell people to support the album, and Joe Budden's reply was, the album could suck my dick.
I figured that.
And he was like, you can suck my dick. It's kind of sad because I really did like Slaughterhouse, to be honest.
I mean, I've actually listened to a couple of their tracks on YouTube and some of the mixtape videos and stuff that I watch. And I'm a Royce 5'9" fan. I listen to some of his mixtapes. And
him and that Premier shit was crazy.
He definitely got some skills. With the fact that two of them want to branch off and do the end. I mean, if you want to branch off, that's cool. But calling it the end of Slaughterhouse or whatever, I can see why Joe Budden and Royce is upset, because that's something you agree upon first before you just go do that. If they just say that's cool, then cool. But since they were part of the group, you can't just do that. So I feel like they in the wrong.
Because Royce's stance was, if Joe doesn't do it, then we're not really Slaughterhouse. But Crook was like, yo, I'm bringing, we got an independent deal. We'll make tons of money off this. Why not do it? But Joe's happy being a podcaster.
Yeah, he's doing this thing. I mean,
it's kind of hard because, I feel Joe's stance on it, but then I see King Crook's point too.
Well, if they change the name of it, then it won't be a big deal. So I mean, if they change
but no one wants to. If you think of two members, you're gonna think of a Slaughterhouse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they want to branch off and do their own thing, then you can't try to use that moniker to be your
Even though
jumper.
Eric B and Rakim, broke up for a minute, it was still Eric B and Rakim. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't think of one without the other.
True.
And when we think of the potential and like Joe Budden mixtapes were fire. Don't let that trash ass album fool you. Like Joe Budden has some fire ass mixtapes and he actually was he's one of the pioneers of digital going digital and going independent. He was one of the pioneers of digital. He was actually even on YouTube and putting his stuff on YouTube and stuff like that early on. So, like I said, I've heard some fire shit from Joe.
Yeah, I haven't really checked out any of his joints.
Joe got some deep shit, which was really hard, which was heartbreaking. The fact that he don't want to rhyme no more. But the industry has been cruel to Joe, so sometimes you just lose your love. It's like
Definitely been there before.
So, but it's just it was heartbreaking to see that it. But then again, this is two brothers fighting, so that may not be the end of it. Back to a little bit of sports again. I know the CP3 thing.
Oh yeah, it was just the off-season news with the Washington Commanders. I don't gonna say football team anymore. Apparently, they made an offer to Seattle for a couple of first-round draft picks for Russell Wilson. And they denied it. They said that they don't want to trade Russell, even though there's what has an extension that needs to be done. They said they have no plans of trading him. So Washington is definitely in the market to get a upgraded quarterback. It's also confirmed that Ryan Fitzpatrick will not be back next year. So they're going into next year right now with Kyle Allen and Taylor Heineke as the only quarterbacks on the active roster. You still have Steven Montez on the practice squad roster. So. Excuse me. Also, talks in the works of extending Terry McLaurin. He's supposed to have been talking. The agent and coach sat down over the weekend out in Indianapolis during the combine. Supposed to start the negotiations on extending Terry. So I believe that's their top priority, along with getting a quarterback for the team. So hopefully they get that done because you don't want that guy hitting the free agent market. He's proven himself as a top wide receiver in this league with all the different quarterbacks and coordinators he's had in his 4 going on 5 years in the league. He's put up back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with, like I say, not the best quarterbacks, not the best offensive team going forward. But he's definitely a cornerstone for the offense. That's why I said I feel they get a quality quarterback, and with the wide receivers that they have on the squad, if they get a chance to get out there and get some reps and have a quality quarterback that can read defenses and know how to hit the receivers in stride, hit them, throw the ball throw them open and not wait for them to get open. And that's what the difference between average quarterback and an above average quarterback or a great quarterback is they're able to throw their receivers open. They see the coverage, they see what the receiver is doing, and they put the ball somewhere where the receiver is going to be, not where he is, and it gives them a chance to run to the ball and get away from the defender. So I think that'll be key to opening up this offense. You also had key injuries to J.D. McClintock, who was key in the running game and passing game. Logan Thomas, who's one of the top tight ends up and coming in the game, converted from quarterback. You got Cam Sims has shown flashes. You got AGG, who re-signed. He didn't get much playing time this year, but he has definitely an upside. I think a quality quarterback will definitely help him. You got Kelvin Harmon, who came back. I believe he's still on the squad. I got to check. I can't remember if they cut him or not. And you got Diami Brown, who they drafted last year. You got Curtis Samuels, who will be 100% healthy going into next year, since they shut him down towards the end of the season to get that growing right. So it's definitely going to be interesting going into the draft. The combine just wrapped up, I believe, today. So we'll be looking at all the draft prospects. Hopefully me and Dujanay will be coordinating soon for the, we'll try to do a pre-draft breakdown of the needs and wants of this team, because Dujanay covers the NCAA and the SEC for us on Sports on the Hill. So we always do an off-season, pre-season, pre-look at the draft, then we do a recap of the draft and free agency and everything, all the additions of the team. So Very anxious to see how this all season goes because the team is looking very good under the cap. I believe they're 36 million under the cap right now, looking to get rid of possibly Brandon Sheriff's $18 million contract and Landon Collins' $17 million contract. I heard that they actually started talking to Landon Collins this past weekend too about hopefully restructuring, because if he doesn't, I don't think that he's going to be here next year, because 17 million for safety that can only play linebacker that thinks he's still a safety. Yeah, that money can go to getting another player on the field to fill one of the other holes that we have on the team. So it's going to be very interesting to see what goes into the off season. Baseball is still in a stalemate with the with the league and the union for the players. The first 2 weeks of spring training games have been canceled. They said that there will be baseball, but it looks like it won't be a 182 game season. So I'm not sure the numbers that are being negotiated or what's the hold up on the deal. I haven't had a chance to really delve into it, but I'm missing baseball right now myself. Let's see, basketball. Wizards are still, figuring things out. I saw something about Porzingis, who they just traded for, played some 5-on-5 and felt healthy. So hopefully he'll be getting into the lineup. He has a problem with the injury bug. He's a very talented 7-foot player, but you can't show your talent if you're not on the floor. And then I saw there's talks of Bradley Beal looking to re-sign here after the extension. I think I saw something with the super max extension or whatever in the NBA. He's looking to make like $250 million contract or some shit. I knew I should have tried basketball harder. I should have tried harder at basketball, man. Football just came more likely. I just like hitting people. But
you just like hurting people.
Yeah, man. I should have went to basketball and baseball. I should have stuck with baseball.
Baseball players get paid.
Yeah, man. I still talk about Bobby Bonilla now. He ain't played since 2000. He'll still collect $1 million every July 1st up until 2031 from the Mets, from a contract he signed back in the late 90s. Just think about that. He can go broke every year, but he got $1 million coming to him on July 1st.
That's crazy. The UFC fighter Cain and then wrestler Cain Velasquez was locked up. He shot a man.
Hold on. If you're an MMA fighter, why you need to shoot a motherfucker?
Well, I'm about to tell you. So apparently, an incident happened where his child was molested.
Oh boy.
And he actually shot the wrong guy though, because the guy just was running away with his father. He fired 3 shots, I believe, and one of them hit the gentleman. The gentleman's father, not the guy who actually molested his child. It's a situation like this. I don't condone violence like that, but I do understand if someone touches your child, you're going to do what you got to do.
True, but like I said, if you're an MMA fighter, you should just go over there and fuck them up. And I just realized I didn't start my Twitter feed, ain't that a bitch? I just checked my Twitter, like, oh shit, I never started my feed over there.
So it's crazy though, but I was also reading Moore's Day, which is I believe which way the internet would say, because she's a big Prince fan.
Oh yeah, I did.
But it seems that Prince Estate is not allowing Moore's Day to use the name Moore's Day in the time anymore.
Yeah, that's some cool shit right there.
Yep.
Yeah, he put out something on Twitter. I was listening to what was it, the Donnie Simpson show, I think, and they put out the whole thing about the.
He said he never had a problem with it when Prince was alive, but he said the estate is not allowing him to do it.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even know his real name. All we know is Moore's Day.
Yeah, I don't know his real name either.
That's crazy. I forgot to start my Twitter feed. Son of a bitch.
So, It's sad. But Sheila E. at one point wanted to run the estate, and they denied her.
When it comes to money like that and the so-called legacy of a family member and the way they, people see see in a certain light or whatever, it's always going to get sticky, especially when money and family get involved.
I mean, they were fighting over James Brown estate for years, for almost 10 years, I think. And then finally they sold it. And wound up selling it to like this big publishing company.
Yeah, money can do that, man.
Which is just crazy, because it's like, damn, that legacy, and they wound up selling it.
But that's normally what happens, because folks still, chase the American dream, turning something into nothing and being able to cash out and ride off into the sunset and do whatever they want. Which is kind of our dream too with our shows, that we hope that somebody picks it up, we'll sell the rights and ride off into the sunset and say fuck everybody. But yeah, that's some of us. That's some of our dreams. I don't know about everybody else.
But yeah, that's the craziness of it though.
It is what it is, man. Shit is. It's like we're in an upside down world right now, man. It's like nothing makes sense. It used to make a little bit of sense, but shit just don't make sense.
So, well, next week, 'cause I haven't watched it yet, but a new Batman movie came out. So next week, I'm going to review the Batman movie.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people checking in saying it was pretty good. I don't know if I can get. I mean, man, I'm not a big Robert Pattinson fan or whatever.
I hated Twilight. I had a girl that made me go see all the Twilights with me.
I actually watched this. I watched the first one and the second one voluntarily. I don't think I ever watched the whole thing, but it was for the first two. It was like it kept my attention.
It didn't. When the vampires in the sunlight, skin turned to diamonds. I was like, some bullshit. But here's the thing about that though. So like the girl that took me to go see all the Twilight, we could be beefing, and as soon as the Twilight movie would hit, the phone is ringing. And I'm like, damn, don't you got some? You need me to do nigga that can take you to see this shit? And then, be like, it's out. You know what I want to do. I mean, it's good sex follow behind it, but,
Yeah, I mean, that's mandatory if I'm going to watch that bullshit.
It wasn't fun, I can tell you that. I really think, I really wasn't a big fan of Twilight.
Like I said, the first two was alright. It was then after that I really lost
I think the last two, because there was more action in it, was like I got, okay, this is finally some action. Like they was fighting and people were dying. I was like, oh yeah, wow. I can pretend like it's action.
Kill that motherfucker. Yeah.
But I really hated Twilight. I hated Twilight with a passion.
Man, that shit got to keep my attention. And it really didn't. After the second one, I was pretty much done with it.
Yeah, the first one I was pretty much done with. And really, Twilight is a story of an ancient molester. This nigga's like 100 years old dating a 17-year-old.
Oh yeah, I watched the new. I watched the new Mutants the other day.
Yeah, I said it was garbage.
For real, yeah. I figured you were down. It was interesting.
I said it was garbage.
For real. Like I said, I didn't read the comic book, so I know you probably.
The New Mutants is supposed to be the people that are training for the X-Men. They made that into a horror movie, and it was just garbage. It sucked.
Yeah, I was like, this doesn't make any sense.
They should have took that movie and just never made it. Like that'd have been the best idea.
The only reason I really watched is I had my girl in there.
Yeah.
What was her name? I forgot her name.
Because you were stalking.
Yeah, the doctor, man. Garcia. Alice Broadway.
He was stalking you.
Man, that's my bitch, man. I liked her in I Am Legend. That's when I first started liking her. She was in that joint with Will Smith. That was a misunderstood movie also.
So they're supposed to be doing an I Am Legend 2 with Will Smith and Michael was it P. Jordan?
Really?
Killmonger. Yes.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. So they're supposed to be doing that.
Man, did you cry during the dog scene, man? I
know
I got a dog, so I was hurt when the dog died.
I laughed I laughed on the Passion of Christ. So no, I did not cry during the dog scene.
I couldn't even try to watch Passion of Christ. I couldn't even try.
No, I really didn't laugh on the Passion. I made jokes though.
Yeah, I couldn't even. I wouldn't even try.
It was I made jokes. It was inappropriate jokes.
That's what I've already been doing. I can't believe I'm sitting here watching this.
It was a good movie though.
Oh, for real? Yeah, I couldn't. I couldn't see my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's play some independent music real quick.
I got some bit.
So I played Blue Flame. I met the young man. I took pictures of him down in Miami last year from Alabama. He had a new video. That was his new video called Pyro. This is my other man, Big O. About to play his joint, Official. I really like how this video looks though. Some sexiness going on here.
I'm watching your feed, thinking it's my feed on Facebook and shit.
Wow.
Audio's still off on my Facebook. I don't know what the fuck that's about. YouTube is low. I mean, there's something on my end there.
I was down, now I'm really about to go get up. 10 rounds and that nigga can't get up. That's what you get when you gon' fuck with the vision. My money be piling, we don't do the vision. The feds be watching, I just gotta get up. I was just down, now I'ma get up. Sleeping on me, I bet they didn't get up. My money was low, but now I'ma get up. Oh, better we get up. Pushing this weight, I'm doing sit-ups. I was just dirty, now I got my fit up. Good for these bitches, I bet they gon' miss us. And I pack a bag if you think that I'm trippin'. I keep this shit braced like I'm sitting down. Even though niggas don't know what to get on. You ain't shit, so your niggas gon' get on. Get you some pack, go make a flip homes. Yeah, I'm stuck in my bad ways. Niggas always being burnt out, so I dip them all in the ashtray. I don't understand these niggas that just always talking about, yeah, they past ways. I don't understand these bitches always comparing me to they past days. I give a fuck about you, you give a fuck about me. I just be rapping for money, you be rapping for free. Feel like that I rap like a god, the reason they call me a G. I'ma get all of these odds. Niggas ain't fucking with me. Never know worries a quarter on top. They say that I'm hot cause the devil with Prada. I'm soldier boy first and these niggas gon' follow. Catching them feelings, you catching these hollows. Robert Rodriguez like I fuck with Rollo. Ain't got no time when I see this Movado. Bet that bitch shine like I'm in Monte Carlo. Looking at me like I done hit the lotto. Count you the last day, get hit up. Talking ain't trash, hey, on Twitter. The bitch, she be bad, yeah, I'm with her. When she see me, her face be lit up. Boy, better go ahead and mind your business. I'm go back and forth like tenor. Run this game, I don't get no finna. But we about to get up. 10 rounds and that nigga can't get up. That's what you get when you go fuck with the vision. My money be piling, we don't do the vision. Feds be watching, I just gotta get up. I was just down, now I'ma get up. Sleeping on me, I bet they didn't get up. My money was low, but now I'ma get up. Oh.
You know we had to play some Renegade.
It's mandatory.
You know, it's mandatory, that's right.
Renegade has to get played. It's a contractual obligation with the owner at a station.
Yeah. The owner of the bar likes us to play Renegade. For personal reasons.
Yeah, I be rocking them on Sports on the Hill too. I gotta get some more videos from here to play on there too. Gotta start getting some fresh stuff over there. So.
Well, we gotta hopefully now the weather's breaking, we can shoot this video that I really want to shoot.
Where your bitch at?
That's one of them. So you know, hold on, we got.
It's Warfare J, and you in the mix with At the Bar Radio.
Thank you, Wolf. I love when they give these little the drops and the shout outs. Artists, for real. We need these drops, man. We need these drops. You know, definitely, you know, send it to us. We play your music all the time. Not just for us. I mean, Sports on the Hill plays your music. Like, we need these drops. To just send them to us, you know. Stop faking. We know where you live now.
All I can do is get you more exposure, baby.
Definitely. Because those that don't know, let me play.
You're not tuned in with the greatest radio station on the planet, Spinwax Radio.
So,
download us on iOS and Android.
So just to let you know, At the Bar Radio has a show on Spinwax Radio. Like you said, you can download the app. We basically it's a smaller version of this joint, in which we play independent music. Sometimes we just do the interviews from here, and we'll chop that up as well and just put it in there. But they have a growing fan base. It's a digital. It's basically a digital radio station. So just to let y'all know, we'll be offering promotional packaging. We'll be offering video placement, promotions, and also interviews, because you know new equipment ain't cheap.
No bullshit. I'm working on getting some new equipment myself.
Trackboard I'm looking at is like $800.
Don't even get me
That
started.
ain't even called. That's just the track, but that ain't that. That's not even the mics I'm looking at.
I'm trying
Mics
to
$250 a piece.
Yeah, I'm trying to roll out a new show on at my studio, so yeah, I might have to upgrade some equipment. I got to check out some things that I'm doing now.
I mean, because I really want to do the step into the arena and also finally put the drink and debate together this year. And you know, because we're very talented, so we decided to put some shit together.
Yeah, we got a web series, man.
That too, we got the camera ready, so I got finished working on some skits, so need another camera, so the stuff ain't cheap. So for video promotion, for interviews, to keep your stuff in rotation, you know, I'll be putting up the price list by the end of this month. Just you know, moving forward. So don't just be hitting us up. Oh, can you review my music or can you do? Nah, if you're really serious about your stuff, book a promotional package. You know, we do a lot of stuff for the love and for free all the time. But if you're really serious because we're affiliated with people like Limelight Music, who's who, Lime. Shout out to Alexis and Stephanie. Alexis is killing it over in Atlanta. Started businesses, making connects. You know, so you never know. We may be able to put you in the right direction of people to even hear your music on a larger scale.
Blank. If you don't have the faith in your own product, you know, we have reach beyond the DMV, and the right person hears your stuff, boom, you never know. Not saying that it's guaranteed to happen, but you never know. You're in the right place at the right time. You got your shit together, and you know somebody hit you up off of checking out the show, then boom, you know, you never know. Just like 151 talked about several times, where you know he had an opportunity, you know, from one of Renegade's tracks to be on a possible Netflix series, but you know things weren't right at the right time, and unfortunately he missed that opportunity. So these opportunities that you might not even know are opportunities, you know, you reach out, do something, and next thing you know, somebody likes your shit, hear your shit, hit you up, and you know, y'all motherfuckers point blank don't shout us out. So, you know, at least if you're gonna copy the show, or you gonna get,
let us
yeah,
know.
you're gonna get pub from the show, you know, you get folks, you know, listen to your music, you know, you got the coalition of DJs behind us where they got them spinning your stuff.
Yeah. Shout out to DJ Nasty Nice.
Yeah, you can't even, you know, give us a shout out or a thank you and shit. So yeah, so now it's time for y'all to come out your pocket. You can't show the gratitude just because that's what should be done. So you want to get that pub, you want to get them connects, you want to get them spins. Hey, just like in the industry now, you got to pay for it, baby.
Hey, and also, so if your music's registered the right way on Spinrilla, on the Spinwax app, that counts as a spin for you. So, just putting it out there, and we're growing. Sports on the Hill is always growing because, you know, it's always True Radio. Shout out, you know, to Forever GOP. But we're always growing and expanding.
No doubt.
And the thing is, we take this serious. And if you don't, cool. Don't waste our time. We won't bother trying to back you or push you. But you know, if you're serious, you know, there's a lot of opportunity. But keep in mind, every opportunity ain't free.
Ain't shit
You know?
free.
Every opportunity ain't free. I say this all the time. Shout out to Eric Kusa. They made the At the Bar shirts. They made Sports on the Hill shirts. I've purchased clothing from them because support. That's my way of supporting. No discount. I just said, hey, you know, let me get this outfit. I said it again. I went to Chef Rock's restaurant, who's my cousin. I was one of his best mans in his wedding. I went there. He was not there. And normally when he's there, I only got paid for a meal. He told me he was coming. I'd already paid for my meal. I ate. It was great. Took a picture of it. Told everybody about it. He had some business. He got there late. He hit me up. He said, "Oh man, I heard you just left." I said, "It's cool." And it was, but that's support. Support is not always expecting something with your hand. I'm talking about, oh yeah, I want this. You know, supporters actually paying for it when you could get it for free.
They don't understand that. They always want to hook up.
Always want to hook up. You would think they was Master P's son or somebody. They always want to hook up. So, you know, I mean, if the CP3 likes your music, he'll play it on Sports on the Hill. So now you have a non-hip hop or a non-music audience listening to your music. You know, how hard is it to like and share his show then?
Yeah, especially if your video is being played on.
You know, the real talk, I get more love from the people that Alexis put me on in Roanoke than from a lot of the artists in the DMV. Whether just tuning in after their show after they've been on the show, and giving us a like or a share or something like that. So I salute some of those guys.
Yeah, man. Definitely appreciate the love.
And don't get me wrong, I get love for the DMV, but I just get a lot more artists that are so much more appreciative of the opportunity.
Exactly, they appreciate
it. It's just it bewilders me at times to be like, damn, these dudes don't even, care.
Well, they don't understand the business acumen of it. Like you said, it takes 2 seconds to share something, and that 2 seconds can help bridge business connections because you do that. They don't understand the value of it. They don't understand what the business side of it is, and that's why most of them are stuck being DMV artists and don't ever get out because they don't know how to network. They don't know how to understand the business side of it. Oh, I can spit hot fire. I should be able to blow up like such and such, such and such. They didn't just blow up out of nowhere. They had to build. They had a team. They had to do things the right way, make connections, network. Get on features with real motherfuckers that's not just in the DMV or in their area. So it's a lot more that goes into it than to think you just snap your fingers, get behind a mic, and boom, you're gonna be a superstar. Nah, they always tell you when they get interviewed, it's a lot of hard work that goes into it. And if you want to live a lifestyle but don't want to put the work in, that's one thing. But if you want to put the work in and want to, ascend to where you believe you can go, you got to put some finance behind your own movement, dog. That's what I'm grinding to me.
A lot of people do. A lot of people don't.
No, a lot of people don't. Like I say, I put behind all of the stuff I got going on, apparel line, Beats by CP3, my YouTube channel. I'm financing all of that. I don't have any sponsors or advertisers. Believe me, I would love to have some. I've had a couple of offers, but you're not controlling my content. Nah, it's not happening. So, yeah, everything that goes on with us, all the equipment, the studio stuff, we finance that. Yeah. We do that. This isn't, just given to us. Upgrading equipment, getting 4K cameras, green screens, lights. That shit costs. Go look on Amazon.
Getting equipment, getting backup equipment, wires. Like, yeah, shit's not cheap.
Yeah, baby. It's all the grind, baby. But if you do it, if you love it, then it's not a job. That's what we do. We love it. It's tiring. It's my day off. Only day off of the week, for real, for real. I love to just be laying around on the couch in my drawers all day watching TV, but I'd rather come do the show, throw some food in the grill, sip some drinks, and talk some real shit.
Always. So we're waiting for the artist to call in. Let me play another drop.
You're now listening to Spinwax Radio. Spinwax Radio, your new music station for all your music needs.
Yeah, what's going on?
What's going on, everybody?
What's going on? How are you today, sir?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I was playing the drop right in the middle of while you was calling. What's going on, sir?
I'm doing alright, man. Hanging in there. Just left this aquarium downtown Atlanta.
Okay. Well, I'm 151, the CP3.
Yo.
Our other co-host, Lady Antoinette, is not here because she's running late buying alcohol.
She transported from state to state, baby.
But we like to welcome you to At the Bar, man. Salute to Alexis, Limelight Management. Tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
My name is Hyphy. My name Hyphy Cash. I come from Akron, Ohio. You know, been doing music for a good 10 years. I started taking it real serious and started investing into myself for about 6 years now. So I came a long way. I'm on Bigger Rankin projects, Fat Joe's projects, Boss Walker, T Grizzly. Got a few features with like Pablo on there. And, got some other features with my dude Reese. Got been working, man, for real,
That's
non-stop.
you know
We
the
got done doing the tour.
okay. So, we'll talk. The funny thing is, you actually called in on a part we were just talking about, and we were talking about investing in yourself and stuff like that. Um, let's just dive into it, man. How important is investing in yourself?
If you ain't gonna invest in yourself, how you expect somebody else to invest in you?
Say
That's
that
how I
part.
feel.
Say that part one more time.
If you can't invest in yourself, how can you expect somebody else to invest in you? If you don't even believe in your own self to put your own money towards something that got to do with what you're doing, don't expect somebody else to sit there and be like, okay, here goes 60, 70,000 to do what? They're gonna
Exactly.
look at you like you have nothing to show for the work that you're doing.
Exactly. Shout out to Alexis, because she's watching. Um, definitely. And like you put in work, um, but it's not an overnight success. You said you've been doing it for
No, it's
10.
not an overnight thing.
Yeah, a lot of people think a lot of people think I'm gonna hit one song on YouTube and we're gonna be lit.
First of all, the paperwork not even one night, overnight, none of that. You can't even do paperwork the right way overnight.
Definitely.
Gotta have a lawyer to look over things. You gotta look over things. Everything gotta make sense. You can't. If you can figure that all out in one day, one night, I'm pretty sure everybody will be famous and real big in the music world.
Okay. CP3, you got some questions for him?
You said you were based out of Ohio. I don't think we've ever had any artists from out that way. So what's the music scene out in Ohio like out there? Is it more trap, more Midwestern sound, more Southern sound? What's the feel in the groove out there in Ohio? I should say.
Well, honestly, I feel like Ohio, we more come to like real trap music, like you know what I mean. If it ain't drill, it's some trap music. Like it's a it's only a handful full of people that actually on the outskirts that sound like on the outskirts. You know what I mean? Everybody want to sound like Detroit. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with it. But me personally, I don't do real music. Like I do like pain music more. Like you know what I mean? Just because I feel like music should be universal. Everybody should be able to relate instead of one category, instead of one lane. If you put yourself in one lane, that means you only can do one thing. Now, me being an artist, I feel like an artist, a real artist, is able to develop any type of music that he needs to make. If this crowd like this music, I should make a song for that crowd. If this crowd got nothing but teenagers and they mom and dad don't even let them listen to cuss words, I should be able to make a clean song without having to edit it a radio version. So, I mean, it's different steps to it. So.
I feel you. That's some good shit. Yeah, you gotta be versatile, be able to adapt to the different audiences, different crowds, different feels of the music, and different times of what's going on. So yeah, that's very key. I used to get
I
out of
really
high.
can't hear you.
Yeah, I said that's very key to be able to adapt to the different markets, to the different audiences, and to be able to stay flexible in what you do. And like I said, I was out of Ohio back in the early 2000s, visiting some folks out there, and I didn't really get a chance to check out the music scene. That's why I wanted to, get a vibe for it, just to see where it is now.
I honestly, I feel like when you doing music nowadays, Yeah, if it ain't marketable, it don't make sense. You know what I mean? Because if you're
True.
making drill and trap music all the time, and that's all your albums and singles is about, if you do get signed, there's no you're coming with a life insurance policy that's going to cost way more than your signing bonus. You might get signed for 200,000, and your life insurance policy is going to be 500,000. So they gonna make money. It's like I feel like the industry is adapting to what can be market and what can make money. Now it's like, okay, we got this type of music over here that can be marketed, that can sell. Okay, we got this type of music for street. We ain't gonna make that much money off of him there, but we gonna sign him for 2 years. We gonna say he gonna last a good year in jail or dead because of the type of music, and they still gonna make money.
Yeah, that's what it's always been about. It's just more blatant now, and unfortunately, in my opinion, you know, I'm a tough music critic. I'm not up to date, and I really don't like the direction of the rap culture where it's going right now. But I know, like I said, I have to adapt to the new culture. So I mean, I need more artists that want to bring it back to actual real lyrics and actually, you know, putting in the work and putting in the time. Like you said, you know, you put in 10 years perfecting your craft. So I haven't heard your music yet because we rarely listen to it before we hear it, so we can give an honest critique during the show. But you know, if you're putting in that much work and dedication to it, that means you have to have a true love for it. And when you had, like you said, when you had a love for it, that's when it comes out in your music.
Definitely.
You're absolutely right. Like I mean, I I can hear you a little bit, but the phone was kind of staticky. But from what I heard, I feel like you're right.
Okay.
It's just if you gonna be in the music industry, I feel like you have to sacrifice. Because if you in the streets, you gonna sacrifice your life or jail.
Hmm.
True.
So why
True
not
indeed.
sacrifice other things?
True indeed. So you've been on tour with a couple of major artists, correct?
Yeah.
Uh, Tell us what that tour life is like.
No sleep. It might seem fun, but that shit is hard work. Excuse my language. I don't know if I. But
You can say whatever you
shit most
want.
Definitely. That shit most definitely hard work, man. That it's fun when it's relaxed time. Like you can just enjoy yourself. But when it comes down to actually performing and actually come down to working your craft, that shit is a job. There's no lacking on trying to be an artist, an upcoming artist, just trying to get seen, trying to even get heard. Because you're going to get heard before you get seen. And that's what people got to realize. They got to hear you before they even see you. Because when they see you, they're going to be like, who are you? So you got to put in the footwork. You got to work. It's a 24-hour job. They say you don't want to work for somebody and then work a 9 to 5, but you become your own worker, your own boss, and you work 24/7.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Say that. Yo, he's speaking the truth. He's speaking the truth, and
I mean,
I love these conversations like this.
I was a full. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a full-blown street nigga. Full-blown, 10 toes into it, cause I ain't half stepping with nothing. But I know I had to sacrifice that to do my music full time because you can't be no street nigga and do music. You can't do both. They don't mix. They not in the same world. If you can't be commercial, you ain't gonna sell. You ain't gonna get no major money. You ain't gonna get no major label. No none of that shit because you're not commercial. You're a high risk artist that's going to come with life insurance.
We've never had an artist come on here and talk about like the real stuff, like being high risk, life insurance, how record labels look at you as, well, you know, if he dies, we can make more money off him. He's dead. We can, you know, sell his catalog and stuff. Like real talk, we've never had nobody speak it so raw and real. To be honest,
That's the business side of it, baby.
Man, R.P. Dolph, man, they had a life insurance on Dolph.
I didn't know
And
that.
he only had a distribution deal. That's right, from my understanding.
Yeah.
He wasn't signed to no label. He only had a distribution deal that came with a that came with one of them. Life insurance policy, even on any type of distribution, marketing, or just signing, like that shit is crazy. That's crazy. That's where you're signing your life over. Because if you don't maintain to what's up to that contract, don't be surprised if random people just start trying to get at you. Because a lot of labels be doing that shit. This shit ain't all sweet and gold. This shit just like the street, but in a business way. You owe the plug, you owe the plug. That money they gave you, they want that shit back.
Yeah.
That's some real
ain't
shit.
no free money.
Yeah. Ain't nothing free out this joint. You know, people don't understand that. People think that, oh, I'm gonna get the limos, I'm gonna get the car and the jewelry, and nah.
Man, R. Kelly was worth how much? And now he's in the negative.
Yeah.
He's negative. Man, what?
Like we was talking about.
That's proven fact right there. Even another artist I like. I like Pooh Shiesty. Come on, look, but I rock with Pooh Shiesty, but look what's going on. Really?
I fuck with Pooh Shiesty.
There's just certain things that I feel like people are willing to put to the side on the back burner and not to let go. Like, that's where it comes to sacrifices. Sacrifices is not putting something on the back burner. You can't sacrifice something and be like, oh, I'll put it on the back burner. No, that's not how that works. When you sacrifice something, you got to let it go. You got to take it as a loss or as a win. However way you got to take it, you got to let it go. Because it's not a sacrifice. You just put it on the back burner.
Yeah, folks don't know how to let stuff go.
You're not done with the street. Don't try to sit there and get signed and all that shit because it's going to happen. It's going to be death or jail. It's going to happen. There's no way around it.
I can hear a passion in your voice when you talk about this.
Man, because I lived it, man. I left everything, man. Like, for real, man. I got 10 years, man. I left everything back home to come through my music, man. To the point where it was like, now it's like, I don't even feel comfortable doing certain shit that I used to do. You know what I mean? Because it just, it ain't worth it. That ain't worth it. Oh, no. I could just see somebody that I know that's successful in the industry just looking at me like, come on, man, you were just so close, doing so good. Why do that dumb ass shit? I mean, so like, I don't know. I guess it's just other. Everybody got their ways of calling themselves an artist, a rapper. Everybody carry themselves different. You know what I mean? Like, I carry myself with my chin up, knowing what I'm doing, because I done looked down for the longest and got looked down on for the longest. Now I'm here. I'm eye to eye. I'm looking everybody in the eye. I don't want to look at your feet, because that's judging the book by its cover.
Okay, all right, shoot. Well, you got a question, see with you.
Let's go ahead and get into the music. I'm anxious to hear what his music
I
sounds
can
like.
hear you.
We about to play the song that you sent me.
Oh, okay.
Cause he want to hear the song. So we gonna play that joint.
It should be the one with me and Bigger Rankin. I think I sent y'all two, cause I didn't know if y'all one or two. So I sent y'all two just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, we gonna play both of them. Oh no! I only hold on. Let me see. No, I actually got one, but if you want to send another one, you can. We'll play that one too. I got the one with Bigger Rankings on this joint.
Put y'all on top of real fast. I know if the phone echoey and stuff, I'm in the garage. I literally just left the museum. I ain't even pull out the garage yet.
All right, we about to play this joint, man. I'm amped up. I really want to hear this joint, so we about to play this joint.
All right.
The joint with Bigger Rankings, Change on Me.
Yep, that's the first song I actually put money behind. Like, I actually said, okay, I invested in myself. Can't nobody tell me shit. I done invested in myself.
Okay, shit. Let's hear this joint.
Real nigga radio. Young nigga, please understand, people gotta change. The key is not to be one of those niggas. People get changes under the motherfucking sun.
Trade hustle, nigga, not your moral. Hyphy.
Everybody changed on me, they ain't the same homies. My ex bitch did the same, she ain't the same homie. Left her in the past, she won't leave me alone. She see money on my mind, she can't leave me alone. I'ma keep going till I pass, y'all. See the ops all the traffic, then I lay it off. There they go, if they see me, they gon' play it off. I do the dash, all the traffic pouring in with the head off. See, I ain't never been scared of y'all. I've been getting money since I was 8 tall. Been jumped off the porch, y'all. Dead smack in the middle of the street, y'all. Ready for war. Cock and aim and said he want more. Boys, you sure? Cause all my niggas ready for war. Carry the torch. Ever since I left off the porch, jump in the porch and ride out like I hopped on a horse. Yeah, the niggas real bad, yeah, the niggas trash. I ain't never hate on another man. Gotta see my plate, tryna save my grace, time to eat again. They ain't the same homie. My ex bitch did the same, she ain't the same homie. Left her in the past, she won't leave me alone. She see money on my mind, she can't leave me alone. I'ma keep going till I pass, y'all. See the ops all in traffic, then I lay it off. There they go, if they see me, they gon' play it off. I do the dash, all in traffic, pouring in with the head off.
I like the vibe.
Appreciate it.
Real smooth, it's smooth. It has a mixture of the young feel, but adult like. If that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you got the auto tune in it, but it's still smooth and it's like you can vibe with it, man. It's just like, you know, I can pop a bill, we'll take a couple of shots to it. More likely a couple of shots.
Definitely can ride out to it.
I appreciate it, man. Like I ain't gonna lie, I put a lot into my music, man. Like I really actually try to make universal songs. Like, and then sometimes the shit just come out so natural that it's not even trying. It's just me just being me, vibing, comfortable in the studio. Like.
What's your thoughts on that joint, CP3?
Oh yeah, it was definitely a nice vibe, nice chill vibe. I can see myself, you know, riding out to it on a nice day like today, you know, 70 degrees, just getting out the house, just riding around, see what's going on. Had some nice lyrics, so it had a nice complete package, something that you can, like you say, ride to, something you can chill to, a nice young feel and old feel mixed in, so it kind of, you know, feel like it relate to everyone and reach everyone.
Like, yeah, like very nice flow. Like the flow was real smooth. It's one of those joints you could just be like, all right. It's you could tell he wasn't trying to flow. Like you could tell when a nigga try to rap and a nigga that can really rap.
Yeah. Like he forcing it.
Yeah. So it wasn't for like it was just it was, you know. I like shit like that though. I like shit like that.
Okay.
Like it I can tell this person. I can tell you have a passion for this music business. You have a passion for your music, and you take your music seriously.
Yeah, I don't play no games. Like I drive 10 hours to do this. You know what I mean? Like I actually stand in the mirror and look at myself rapping my words because it's not about practicing for real. It's just like I don't want to be up there looking like I don't know what I'm doing in front of whoever. If it's 3 people, I'm gonna take this crowd serious, even more serious if it was 500 people. Because who are these 3 people that want to hear me anyway? You know what I mean? So I'm gonna take everything serious. So I most definitely I practice. You know what I mean? Like, and it's more practice on my delivery. I like to engage in the crowd and you know what I mean, know where to walk to, know how to maneuver with the mic, where to hold the mic if it's a regular club and they ain't really done nothing, they ain't got no mic checks and I take this shit like a job for real. I don't got no other choice. I have no other choice. It's either this or I'm back to A and B. You know what I mean? I'm way down by G right now. So if this shit don't work, which I highly got a lot of faith in myself. That's the only reason why I sacrifice everything. Cause I don't want to. I got kids. I gotta take care of. I got stuff I gotta actually do. You know what I mean? Like it's bigger than me.
I love the fact that you say that you practice this because a lot of, and I've seen this at open mic, I've seen this at showcases. A lot of people don't practice, and then you can tell in their performance. But then they wonder why they didn't win or people didn't take them seriously during the showcase because they didn't practice.
Yeah, they just and I think and it be crazy because it be people with good music. I'm not no hater. I have been to showcases and open mics where it was like, oh yeah, he got a real good song, but he just did a little too much for the song on there, or he just didn't do like his energy ain't matched his song. Like people do stuff outside they like comfort and feel like, oh, I can deliver it the way I want to, and it's like it's hard to deliver something if it's out of your comfort zone. You know what I mean? So if you ain't practicing it to even get your comfort adapt to what you're doing, like it's gonna come out looking like you just put something together. It's like you just went to the studio, you made a okay song or a good song, and then you just went to perform it right away.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I tell people that because it's like the practice portion is so crucial. I seen a young lady, and I remember the first time I seen her perform, she was tough. The second time I seen her perform, she was drunk. I instantly stopped being a fan because she was her performance went from being tough to sloppy.
Yeah, I see. I'm 420 friendly. I'm medical with it. You know what I mean? Like, I have the whole medical card, the whole 9 yards. I don't really drink because everything I drink, but I ain't getting. If it's my show, I might take one shot just to get my alcohol, the alcohol to clear my vocals, my words. And I ain't doing more than 2 shots for a fact because I don't even drink like that.
Yeah.
I don't like being drunk, especially when you got to perform and people that drink know a person that's drunk or tipsy. Like you can see the difference with like, and people don't realize you can really tell the difference. Like,
But then again, that's you taking your craft seriously versus a person. Yeah, I'm gonna be hot. I'm gonna be this, but they don't want to put the work in. Like when you put the work in, you know the difference. You know.
it's a huge difference because nowadays people just be like, oh, he just came out of nowhere, man. I done seen people re-drop a song that they done made 2, 3 years ago. They said this, man, what, Bang Mama ain't shit. That song, he been dropped that song. They
Yeah.
just re-dropped it to push it the right way. So it'd be like, it'd be people out here that making 10, 20, 30, 40 different songs and ain't put $150 towards one of them songs, like, and expect that shit just to blow up crazy.
We talk about that all the time, man. We talk about that all the time on here about folks putting out 10, 12 tracks a month, not putting no promotion behind none of them, or pushing none of them, and expecting for it just to blow up out of nowhere without no type of push or no type of strategy behind it.
Man, the best strategy, believe it or not, I tell people, is radios and interviews. So first of all, radio is because who not everybody don't got no. I don't care what year it is. A lot of people listen to the radio because they tired of hearing the same ass playlist, same ass song. Want to hear something new, and it might be that one person that just be like, okay, that song was pretty good. Let me find out who that was. I take radio spins over. To be honest, I take radio spin over DJ spins. And no offense to none of the DJs, but I take radio spins over DJ spins because the DJs still got their own confidence if they want to spin it or not. Once you in that rotation on the radio, you in that rotation. You pay for that rotation, you in that rotation. No matter if people like it or don't like it, you in that rotation. They gonna hear it. I know I can name 5 songs that I dislike, and I know every word because of the radio.
That's true. That's true. There's plenty of songs I dislike, and then I was like, you hear it so much, you're like, you know what? It ain't as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah, like that hook a little hard. That hook kind of catchy.
Yeah.
Once you hear it, it's like it's training. It's just man, the radio is to train the ears to, okay, can you listen to other people? Can you listen to something that you never heard? And can you like it? Can you give a feedback to yourself? You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, that song was alright. Oh yeah, I can listen to that song. Or let me YouTube that song. Or let me Instagram who that is. I don't know, man. The radio all over the world.
True, true. He sent us another song, Whoa.
Yep, that's the song. This one's special for y'all. And I ain't even dropped this one yet. It got a due date drop. But I'm going to go ahead and give y'all something special because I appreciate y'all fucking with me, man.
So hold on. Let me get this straight. You just gave us some exclusive shit that you ain't even dropped yet?
Nope, it got a due date though.
It got a due date, but still. We salute you for that shit. I like that.
Hey man, appreciate that.
You gotta put a mark on something, man. You gotta make your presence known, man.
No, that's right.
We gonna about to play this joint there.
Let that shit ride, 88.
Yeah, get into this money like I see nothing funny. Count on this guap, I see niggas acting funny. Get into this cash, got these hoes just wanna fuck me. Whoa, yeah. Get into this money like I see nothing funny. Count on this guap, I see niggas acting funny. Get into this cash, got these hoes just wanna fuck me. Whoa, yeah. Get into this money like I see nothing funny. Count on this guap, I see niggas acting funny. Get into this cash, got these.
Yeah, it stopped. Let's play it again. Alright, we gotta play it again because it stopped in the middle.
Man, my fault. I don't know why that shit ride, 88.
I was grooving too.
Get into this money like I see nothing funny. Count on this guap, I see niggas acting funny. Get into this cash, got these hoes just wanna fuck me. Whoa, yeah. Get into this money like I see nothing funny. Count on this guap, I see niggas acting funny. Get into this cash, got these hoes just wanna fuck me. Whoa, yeah. Get into this money like I see nothing funny. Count on this guap, I see niggas acting funny. Get into this cash, got these hoes just wanna fuck me. Whoa, yeah. I'm in my bag, little nigga. I'm getting cash, little nigga. Yeah, a whole lot of this, yeah, a whole lot of that. My foot in the bag, need a bag, little nigga. If they keep on talking crazy, watch me go toe tag. I swear I'm all good, got my city on my back. They know I'm all good, put my city on the map. I'm in the street right now with my nigga Automatic. It's Gas Nation, got my foot on the gas. They know I smoke Zop, man, I turn that shit to ash. This shit get crazy, I left that broke shit in the past. This shit get wild, when you leave them in the past. I left them all alone, yeah, I got the haters mad, whoa. Get into this money like I see nothing funny. Counting all this guap, got these niggas acting funny. Get into this cash, got these hoes just wanna fuck me. Whoa, yeah. Get into this money like I see nothing funny. Counting all this guap, got these niggas acting funny. Get into this cash, got these hoes just wanna fuck me. Whoa, yeah. Get into this money like I see nothing funny. Counting all this guap, got these niggas acting funny. Get into this cash, got these hoes just wanna fuck me. Whoa.
Yo. I like that one. I may like that one even when I like the first joint.
Man, what shit in the cup for y'all, man? It's like I
Man.
even got see my other guy in the back sound like he like wordplay. I had like got something else that nigga that's crazy that you gonna be like, yeah, he might be owning something. Like, you feel me? That's only two. Now I can let y'all pick out of three and which one to be y'all's bet.
I mean, we got time. If you want to send us another one, we at the bar, baby. Might as well.
Y'all tell me now but a word. I don't got hey, time for this.
But I like that
This
joint,
song,
though.
this song I'm singing is called Evil, man. This song, I ain't gonna lie. This was the first song that I put two verses on, to be honest.
I mean,
You know what I mean? And
That
and I got songs that have been accepted in rock. So I'm in like three different categories. I'm in hip hop. I'm in R&B, hip hop and R&B. I'm in and rock. What else they put me in? Uh, vibe trap music or some shit like that. And I'm like, you know what? And I'm doing over 200,000 streams.
say it again with your chest out.
And doing over 200,000 streams on United Master.
Bet.
And that's one of the and everybody say that's one of the hardest platforms to get some streams off of.
Yeah. But you putting in work.
Man, I don't got no choice. Man, what? My boy, I did Spans with Ugly Money too. Can't forget him. I'm gonna definitely mess with Ugly Money. I did Spans with him. I mean, DJ Waffles, Patty Room. Shout out to DJ Waffles and Lee. You know what I mean? Like, I be out here putting in work, man. I don't play no game. I don't play no game.
I feel you. I feel you. The second joint, I did like it. Had a nice vibe to it. Also, I'm still feeling the first one a little bit more than that one, only because, like you mentioned, about the track you about to send us, that you put in two verses. I felt like your verse in the second one really wasn't that long for me to actually get into it. Into it, like I was getting into the vibe, and then when I was finally getting into it, your verse was over. I was like, damn,
You wanted more.
Yeah, I wanted more. I was getting there.
That's why I did the song like that.
Yeah, okay.
Honestly,
All
that's why
right.
I did the song like that.
Look.
I made my own marketing strategy I call that song a spin song. Cause they be like, hold on, that was my way. All right, let me replay that. Like he just did that and then it's just done. So it make you want to replay it.
It
You know what I
definitely
mean?
worked
And
there,
the
my
hook,
brother.
I got the hook like that for like so long, so the hook can be it catch on you like, all right,
Yeah.
whoa. So that's the first thing they gonna remember. Whoa, that noise. You know what I mean? It's the noise effect now.
Yeah, it definitely worked. Definitely worked. Cause like you said, you put all the stuff in there to make you want to hear more. So take my hat off to you on that marketing strategy right there.
Well, I like that. You know what the funny thing is? So, I got an artist, my nephew Renegade. He did a song called "Live in the Past," and it's really short. And I was like, "What the fuck this song so short for?" It's only one verse, but when he performs it and then he leads into the other song, the motherfuckers go crazy over that song.
Right.
And I was like, "Oh, that was kind of smart." First, it went from "What the fuck is he doing?" to like, "Damn, I should have thought of that." Like that shit was genius. I was like, so I get what he was doing. It grabs you enough because now because you want to hear more, but now you don't have more, but you're gonna listen to that next song now. Now you really open.
Yeah, true that.
You know what I mean? So we gonna hear this joint Evil.
And it's like some people don't like 3-4 minute songs. You know what I mean? Like, and then got 12 people on one song and gotta memorize all everybody's verses and that. And that's why it's like I try to make my hooks more catchy, more like rememberable than my verse because the hook is what really draws the crowd because it's the first 10 seconds of the song that catch somebody's ear.
That's
Like
true.
if I got 10 seconds on it, If I got 10 seconds in the song and I turn it, that means it ain't catchy.
Yeah,
It could be from the beat. It could be from your first 2 words.
that's true. That's true. So let's hear this joint, man. Let's hear this joint, Evil.
Another song that one ain't dropped me is just throwing that out there, man. I got
Oh, he just dropping some gems on us today.
That's what it's all about, baby.
they both drop they too.
Money we part of the money with evil. Money we part of the money with evil. First to the money and then the respect.
They find me right now, yeah.
First to the money, then the respect. Money we part of the money with evil. Money we part of the money with evil. First to the money and then the respect. First to the money, then the respect. They owe me an apology, they counted me out. But I'm next up, ain't no playing around. Yeah, I'm running my town, I'm not fucking around. The money done came, the money bring evil. I'm done with these people, living my life and I'm living it now. You know how I'm living it wild. Hard in the streets, in my head the clouds. Ain't no evil, we all as evil. I walk through the shadows of death for my enemy rest. I shine so bright cause I'm the light and I'm putting me out. Them niggas is lame, I'm pointing them out. They here for the fame, they here for the clout. Money we part of the money with evil. Money we part of the money with evil. First come the money and then the respect. First come the money, then the respect. Money we part of the money with evil. Money we part of the money with evil. First come the money and then the respect. First come the money, then the respect. Just look at me now, I'm holding it down, I earn your respect. I see that they listen out there, them try me, they hate, so I make them regret. My foot on their neck, I using my steps, swear they got out of my next. I make it look easy, but this shit ain't easy, I start when I strive for success. They all in the way, hey Siri, go another way. GPS we roll every day, swear they got it, brought me better days. I don't see no more rainy days, swear they got it, took away the pain. All I see is them sunny days, I'm hitting the gas, flew past, yeah the evil, going yeah so fast, left them all in the past. I know that they mad, the niggas can't touch me, stacking yeah man it's money, bitches looking at me funny, stay out the way, I ain't time for people all in my face, I ain't time for another case, cause I know I'm gonna do the race. Money we part of the money with evil. Money we part of the money with evil. First come the money and then the respect. First come the money, then the respect. Money we part of the money with evil. Money we part of the money with evil. First come the money and then the respect. First come the money, then the respect.
I said, just look at me now, I'm holding it down, I'm under respect. I see how they looking out there, I'm gonna try me, I hate it's gonna make them regret. My foot on their neck, I using my steps, I swear to God that I'm up next. I make it look easy, but this shit ain't easy. I starve when I strive for success. They all in the way, hey, still we go another way. GPS is out every day, swear to God it's from the better days. I don't see no more rainy days, swear to God it took away the pain. All I see is them sunny days. I'm hitting the gas, blue pride, get it evil. Man,
You got some hot shit. You got some bang. I see CP3 was up there just vibing.
Yeah,
Like he's about to roll a blunt or something.
Yeah, I was getting the vibe like.
man, I already roll mine.
Yeah, me too, me too. But yeah, it's definitely you definitely got a nice vibe, nice chill. Yeah, the wordplay is nice. You know, I want to hear some of your rock stuff that you said you had. I want to check out some of that. If you got anything to send us with that.
Oh, so you must like guitar.
Hey
We
man,
hear the strings in the music,
yeah,
so.
I make beats myself, so.
I love guitar. It's that I don't know. It's just that sound that I don't know what that it's that sound, man. So
Yeah.
this rock song that I got right, it ain't got not man cuss word. I actually paid a real life professional to get on the guitar. Like so, I had to pay somebody to do a whole guitar solo for me.
Hey man, you expanding your horizons, expanding your listening
I'm
group.
sitting there right now.
See, artists, I want y'all to pay attention because when you have an opportunity to go on an internet radio show, podcast, and to make it your form, look, man, make it your show. He's making this his
Man,
show right
that's
now.
why I'm sitting. Listen, I've been there since y'all everything that is dropped. You hear me? Everything that got my strings up. 'Cause if you ain't got time to do something like this, you ain't doing nothing anyway. But rolling blunt, smoking weed, right? Then you need to stop. Just stop. What is you doing? Cause my music matches my personality. Like, you know what I mean? Why I say personality is because I can adapt anywhere. Any environment you put me in, I'm going to adapt. I call that a universal remote. My music is universal. It's a universal remote. You can plug a universal remote to any TV as long as you got that right code.
That's true. That's true.
True that.
All right, so we about to play this rock joint.
It's called Anthem.
Let's go.
Yeah, going crazy. You see the life, you know we winning. You see the life, and I know you tryna get in it. You see the life, you know we winning. You see the life, and I know you tryna get in it. You see the life, you know we winning. You see the life, and I know you tryna get in it. You see the life, you know we winning. You see the life, and I know you tryna get in. You see the life, this life's alright. I swear we ball like we gon' ball tonight. You see we winning. You see this life. Tryna get in it, but you is not about that life. We about that life. You ain't about that life. My circle's good, man. I swear my circle tight. This family ties, this family ride, and you gon' see it, man. I know we look so right. You know we winning. You see the life, and I know you tryna get in it. You see the life, you know we winning. You see the life, and I know you tryna get in it. You see the life, you know we winning. You see the life, and I know you tryna get in it. You see the life, you know we winning. You see the life, and I know you tryna get in.
Okay, shit. I really like the guitar though. Like
Yeah.
that. I'd have to do another verse though, cause it's just a rhyme over that guitar part. That shit was mean.
Yeah, I can't.
That song is more like for my visual. I ain't dropped that video yet because I want that video to be one of those songs like okay, you can listen to it without the video, but it just the video just you know how some videos just make the song.
Yeah.
like stand out way better than what it is. I just feel like that's one of them songs where I want to be dressed in my rock outfit. You feel me? Got the whole little guitar, got the drummer. You know what I mean? And it's like smoke scene, black scene. You know what I mean? It might switch to a white scene type. It's just one of them visual songs that I want to put up in my video together, like actually together and do.
Shit. Yeah, I feel you on that. What you about to say, CP3?
Yes, I really can't classify it as a rock song just because it has a guitar in it. I still consider it a hip hop track with a nice guitar solo in it. When I'm thinking rock, I'm thinking I guess something different on the lines of what you might consider rock. But it was definitely a hot track. The guitar was hot. I love the strings, violins, guitars. Like I said, I make beats also, so I love to hear different stuff and different combinations. And the guitar definitely did add a nice feel to the beat,
very
to
different
the
to the
track.
beat.
Yeah, so it definitely is still definitely a good track. All of your, like I said, all of your tracks have a nice, chill vibe to them. Like I say, riding out, smoking a nice one on a beautiful day, just clearing your mind and shit.
So you care about smoking a nice one, ain't it?
Man, it keeps me balanced, dog. It keeps me balanced. Keeps me out of jail, man. Keeps me out of jail.
Shit.
No, man. Listen, I said, it's just like, I just try to do what I just love doing it. It's one of them things where you got a job that you love to do, so you don't mind doing it, no matter when, what time, where it's at. You just want to do it because you love doing it. You know what I mean? So it's just like I love this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it actually became a part of me. Like, I actually built my music a part of me. Like, I just don't do it. Like, I actually build it. Certain songs I actually put out mean like stuff to me. Like, you know what I mean? Certain lyrics, some certain words just mean stuff. Like, I was going through something, man. I was, you know what I mean? Like, and it's real. So when I perform it or when I just listen to it, believe it or not, all the feelings come right back to why I even made that song.
I feel
And
you.
that's why I feel like it's a diff. Like, people gotta know, is you just doing it to do it, or you been doing it to be successful, to be famous, or get some money, or just something that you just really like doing. Like, me personally, I prefer to get heard before I even. I just want to get heard.
Yeah,
Because once I get heard, everything else is gonna fall into place.
I
So
feel
I
you
just
on
want to get
that.
heard.
Before we let you get out of here, could you tell people where they can find your music at and where you and find you at?
You can find me on Instagram, HYTHY_cash, CASH. I'm on all platforms. You can, hey Siri, hyphy cash. You can Google hyphy cash. Hey Alexa. All you gotta do is type in hyphy cash, and I'm pulling up whatever electronic device you got.
You got any upcoming shows? Anything you be doing?
I actually got something coming up on the 20th with DJ Waffle and Lee. I don't got a lot of details on it, but I just know the dates and I shows up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I just ask them to send me dates or anything, and I just show up. No, I know what I'm here for, so
You know the assignment, huh?
yeah. I know the mission. I always got to tweet.
Shit. All right. Well, cool. Well, we
I appreciate y'all, man, letting me on here. Y'all hearing me out, man. Y'all checking out my music, giving me good feedback. You know what I
dude, we
mean?
appreciate.
I like good and bad feedback, so you know what I mean. Like, I like the criticism, so I can know, like another part. Like, okay, they might not like this song, or they might not like this type of music. It'll just make my craft more better because I'm gonna just adapt to it.
I feel you. Um,
Appreciate y'all.
I really dig you as an artist. Um, we appreciate you coming through. And honestly blessing us with some music. I mean, you're the first dude we've had that really have like a live guitar person play a live guitar uh, on their track. So I love when people are creative and they doing something different. Um, and I think you got a good feel. So shit, man, we just want to support. We definitely gonna download it. When you get a visual, let us know, man. I play them.
I appreciate it, man. I got a couple visuals already out, honestly, man. I got a couple already out on YouTube. Y'all go check them out. Changed on me got a video. I'm gonna actually take that down though, and we do it with bigger ranking on there because I actually did that song without bigger ranking first, and then I introduced myself to bigger ranking.
Okay.
So it was from there.
All right, cool. Well, man, look, we appreciate you. We love your energy, man. And the one thing about At the Bar is that we support. So I'm gonna go to Spotify. I'm gonna download some of your music. We'll definitely play it on the show. And man, shoot, and anytime you want to come through, let us know, man. You got a project about to drop? Let us know. We're gonna support.
Oh yeah, I'm locking y'all number in. Like soon as we hang up, y'all number in. Locked and stay to the top, man. I'm most definitely, man, gonna support y'all as well, man. It takes support to give support, man.
No doubt.
Damn, I swear, was he?
He just talking about that it takes 2 seconds to hit the share button or the like button, and I can bridge the gap for a business connect just because you take that 2 seconds to go share something, man.
Well, that's the thing. Like we talking to Hyphy Cash. He has over 200,000 streams. You are up and coming artist. This is when you need to tap in. When we tell people tap in, tune in. Like this is where you need to do it at because we have opportunity. You can probably network with him. He can probably give you some game or teach you some things. To market your shit better. Real talk. Alexis is always on here. She can help you with your shit. Like it's just real talk. DJ Nasty Nice pops in on here. It's a lot of things that happen that pop in here. But you gotta support. If they don't see you support, why they gonna wanna fuck with you?
My little bro, one of the hottest DJs in the area right now. He pops in every now and again. So
yeah. So we tell people just tap in and support. It's an easy thing because you never know who's watching.
Hey man, last thing I was gonna say before I get off of here, man. Shout out to the Ken, man, with HHF too, man. Hip hop eternity, they doing real big things, man. You know what I mean? They got real good stuff going on out there. I'm everywhere. My name is most definitely in the Atlanta street. The positive way.
That's a good thing. That's a blessing, and dude, I really like your movement, and like I said, we here to support, son. We here to support.
No doubt.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Alright, we gonna let you go. I'm about to play a video because this beer's got to me and I need a bathroom break.
Yeah. Alright, man. I'm cool, man.
Alright. You be safe, bro.
Yeah. Let's play Jet Riley's joint, man. Juice and Gin. I have to get that next week.
Hell no.
Gin make you sick.
Yeah, exactly.
I done put 10 bands on my head, cause I came just to let money do a little dance. Every saying I'm a man, I can point to the stands, I got like about to hit a grand slam. I got black lunch, I'm all in my bag. Look and smell like a whole lot of cash. Drips are hard when I walk, it's a splash. Shorty's all on my line trying to smash. Oh man, got juice like a mix with gin. Ain't good gas, got a kick like a sensei. Lay back with class like a Bentley. Shine bright like a light, can't see man. I got bitches tryna link like I'm Wi-Fi. Looking sweet like I'm riding in a drop top. Diamonds looking like ice cold agua. Twisting up OG with the side. Smoking good, getting lost out la la. Fuck around and mix and match my designer. Got the Christian Dior with the Prada. Might ride around town in the Benz a day. On my own frequency like Dennis Quaid. Cooling like Ferdinand in the shade. With a baddie getting laid in plenty ways. is. I love it when it pussy with a slap top. When the pussy get licky like a lot lot. Ever come on looking like she's doing a pop lock. I be going in like I'm trying to leave him knock knock. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got the juices in me, that's why I be sipping my gin straight. Step up in the building, this lit. Hey, to the bartender, what it do, give me. Gotta put 10 bands on my head with a cane just to let money do a little dance. They be saying I'm the man, looking forward to the stairs. I got looking about to hit the grand slam. I got bangers from all in my bag. Look, it smell like a whole lot of cash. Drips are hard when I walk, it's a splash. Shorty's all on my line trying to smash. Oh man, got juice like I mix with gin. Good gas, got a kick like a sensei. Lay back with class like a Bentley. Shine bright like a light, yes, in man. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sleep on this bitch, Mona Lisa.
CP3, you was watching that video kind of hard.
Yeah, you know, certain things keep my attention, you know.
Put the mic close. You talking in your pimp voice.
Hey, man, you know. Just, you know, some things keep my attention. Some things, you know, lose my attention. So.
Feel like you just wanted to go to Baltimore for no reason now.
Nah, I won't go to Baltimore, dog. I had a bad experience going to Baltimore, man.
What happened to you in Baltimore?
Man, you know, they say Baltimore got some, you know, decent strip clubs. You know, I'm a
They
strip.
do. I love the strip clubs in Baltimore before not like the ones out here.
Let's just say the one I went to wasn't the place to be. First of all, the bar, the stage was in the middle of the bar.
I know which one you went to.
Yeah, and
It's across the street from Norma Jeans.
Okay, so I guess that where we were supposed to be going was Norma Jeans, but we ended up at this other spot. And let's just say some of the girls
Had bullet holes.
had some stab wounds and some bullet holes. And the thing that kind of threw me off guard is niggas was throwing change, and that wasn't the upsetting part. I was like, wow, but the chicks was actually picking it up. So I was like, dang, maybe, you know, instead of 40s, you know, 40 pennies instead of $40, because they throwing change. I'm like,
So I'm gonna tell you where that club gets you at. This because they got a champagne room in the back. So but every now and then the chicks will be like, so they caught me once. That's how I know. So they be like, you wanna buy me a drink? So if you buy her a drink, that motherfucker like $40-$50. So the first time they caught me, right, I was like, ho 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 ho. I was like, oh, you got me. That was a good one, sweetheart. So the next time I went to that joint, chick was like, yo, you want to buy me a drink? I was like, look, this is your two options. No, or you can go back. You can go in the back and give me a lap dance. I said, and you can keep all the money instead of splitting it with the bartender.
mm-hmm.
She looked at me. She was like, oh, for real? I said, I know the game. I said, y'all got me once.
Yeah, you ain't get me again.
You didn't get me. And we'll talk. I ain't even mad. You caught me. I was twisted. I was spending money. Boom. I said, so your difference is, if I'm going to spend the $50,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get something for it.
Fucking right.
You know?
Yeah.
And so I was like, either you can make this 50 this way, or you can, you know, but I ain't buying you a drink. You can go get a lap dance, but I ain't gonna buy you a drink.
Yeah, that buying drink shit is always a catch, man. It's.
But the funny thing is, the Baltimore strip club is really on that strip that way it looks like The Wire.
Like I said, me and Baltimore just don't get along, so I stay away from Baltimore most likely. It's a whole different world to me, but yeah, you know, I've been in strip clubs since I was about 14, so.
How the hell did you get in a strip club at 14?
Don't worry about all of that, man. I'm 44 now. That's 30 years ago. When are you talking about that? But so I've seen a lot of different things, working security and being a customer. I've seen a lot of different things, but I've never seen nothing like that in Baltimore. And I've heard, you know I got a couple of, you know, stripper friends that work at Norma Jeans and a couple of other spots that's out there that they say, you know, you should come check us out. I'm scarred from that one time at that bar, man. I just can't do it, dog. I just can't do it.
Now the first one I went to was the Hustler Club. So before we started going to the Ratchet joint, we went to the Hustler joint. That joint was real nice.
See, I went to the Hustler out of town. I never went to that. I went to the one when I was down in Houston, and that was definitely a different experience. They were redoing the VIP lounge, and they had $10,000 suites at the time. My girlfriend was thinking about getting one of the new ones, and it was actually my birthday weekend, so we, let's just say, we took a little something home that night.
Yeah, I bet you
Yeah,
did.
had some fun. That was a good birthday. That was a good birthday.
How often do you think about that birthday?
I don't think about a birthday. You know, sometimes, you know, sitting alone in my room, staring at the walls.
Okay, LL Cool J, LL CJ.
Yeah, man. I always reminisce about the good old days, man.
I don't think Lady Antoinette's gonna make it to the end of the show.
Yeah, I don't know where she at, what she doing. She making that run from Virginia Beach, man. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. Cause ain't really got too much more. We can start winding down, to be
Yeah,
honest.
it's about 8 o'clock, you know, it's a chill show. Not really much going on. We did a lot of politics last week. That's why we trying to stay
Yeah.
away from it this week. So, you know, we just, you know, having a good time. Sometimes we have a 3-4 hour show. Sometimes we have a 2 hour show. Who knows, man? But, you know, I really don't have nothing too much to get off my chest today. You know, I've been trying to lay low and stay chill. Stay out of trouble for the most part, you know. Just trying to sell some cars down at 2450 Crane Highway, Waldorf Honda. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, come holler at me. We got some new cars coming in hopefully this week. We have some on the lot. Got used cars, reasonably priced, you know, good credit, no credit, bad credit. Come holler at me. We can get the deal done, you know. Cash down, co-signer, we can make it work.
Definitely. So we got some. I'm gearing up to get some. We're gearing up to have another podcast. Cause here's the thing with At the Bar, we are not in competition with no other podcast. In fact, we're one of the rarely that will promote other people's podcasts on here. So we have an extension of our True Radio family on Everyone Lips. So we're trying to set them up to come through. My man Black Woodson just dropped a project, part of my Rise Radio family. He just dropped a project with his man Gabby Moe, and I'm setting something up for them to come through. And then of course Alexis will probably book any days that she can, because Alexis will fill up the calendar real quick with all these different artists. And that's one of the reasons I love dealing with Alexis, because she puts a very diverse group of people in front of us, and I think that's a blessing. And even though we haven't physically met most of these artists, but the conversations be great. So that was a good conversation that we just had, with hyphy Cash, and I enjoyed it. He was, I love his energy. Like, he was really amped to talk to us. We didn't have to pull teeth he was answering questions before we can even.
He actually had something to say.
Yeah.
So that's definitely, a feather in his cap. He has a sound, he has a passion, he has a love, he has the knowledge. So he just gotta, like we say, be at the right place at the right time when the opportunity comes. And it sounds like he's gonna be ready when it comes, and get your foot in the door, and I'm gonna kick that motherfucker in. That's my motto. Let me see, that sounds like a door closed.
We gonna play a video real quick.
That might be heard the end of the show.
Like a rodeo, I'm a saddle like a rifle, like a rodeo. radio. I'm a satellite and rising, got no rodeo. Yeah.
A house?
Such a positive message.
Like a rodeo.
So. All right, so that's about it, man. We're about to end the show. We had fun. It was good.
Oh shit! I ended my feed. Right?
So
Oh.
it's all good. CP3, what you got going on tomorrow, man?
Tomorrow night on Sports on the Hill, we'll be covering the Capitals. 2 in 1 week. They took the loss early on Monday, but recovered with 2 impressive victories later in the week. Might talk a little bit of football news, expand on more going on with the Washington Commanders. Gonna be covering the NBA to wrap up, and that's probably about it. You can check out all the content on www.sportsothp.com. All our podcasting partners, our apparel line. Check out the gear. If you want one of the fitted hats and snapbacks, you can inbox me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, my YouTube channel, Carol Porter III with 3 eyes. You can just look up youtube.com / Carol Porter III with 3 eyes. It'll take you right to my page. Leave a comment, subscribe, follow. Trying to get more content out there, highlight films, shows, and trying to get more content out. But it's a grind on a car dealership game, trying to get content out. So be on the lookout. We got some things in the works, still trying to close some interviews and some stuff going into season 7. Matter of fact, I believe this might be our, if not last show, or show before the last, because it's actually coming up on our season 6-year season 7 start and 6-year anniversary of the show on the 16th of March. So stay on the lookout. We take a break after the anniversary show and start the next season at the beginning of April. I know Robbie will be out of town for spring break. I'll be grinding, selling cars during tax time. So we'll probably take a 2-week break. Might do a pop-up show. Who knows?
You take a break?
It's possible. I know we probably do a pop-up show. That'll be right in the middle of off season with Washington Commanders. So I'll probably end up doing a show sometime in those 2 weeks, because that'll be right around draft time. So I'll definitely probably have something coming out, coordinate with Dujanet and get his great college coverage, because I don't really watch college and he does, and he covers it. So we always had the best guys on with the most insight and get the first-hand knowledge. He was checking out the North-South game that was just past weekend, I believe, or was recent. I know, I can't know if it was last weekend or weekend before. But yeah, stay tuned for that. Yeah, that's pretty much it right now. Working on some other things. Like I said, got the beats out there. Talking to a couple of artists, trying to get some of my tracks out there. So just be on the lookout. I'm back making beats, not on a regular basis, but when I get the time, get home, not exhausted, I try to do what I can do.
Definitely.
It's 4KJ and you listening to my favorite station, At The Bar Radio.
Yeah, I love the fact that someone can say that we're their favorite station.
What up, world? It's your girl Satoria, and I'm here cooling with At The Bar Radio.
So you about to end it out. Come on. Let's do this. Wrong thing. Too bad y'all ain't gonna hear the rest of this song, because I'm about to hit the feed right now. This my shit.